a lot of important things happening right now in cryptocurrency, but only those who are paying close enough attention are able to catch on to the intricacies and the things that are going on behind the scenes. As of course, we have a normal live, nothing different about the start tonight that you may or may not noticed and want to press the like button for, but Dogecoin to shake out weak hands before Doge spikes to 33 cents. This coming in from Jonathan Morgan with FX Street, basically showing an analysis of Dogecoin and the room it has to spike and go back to higher levels that we did see just a short period of time ago. And this is going to be the start. But once that actual rocket hits and we do see the crazy regaining of popularity all across the entire world of Dogecoin, it's already gained popularity massively in the United States, but in the world, there's still so much untapped potential for Dogecoin, and that is going to be realized, and it won't even be long from now. Elon Musk giving us a big update today on exactly what we can expect for the future and timing specifically. But I do also want to talk about this real quick. Bitcoin's 1% controls the lion's share of cryptocurrency's wealth. Now you look at this, and as you start to come in, take a second to press like before we get to the big Elon Musk Dogecoin update. It's always worth it, right? It's always a good idea. If you press the button one time, then what the heck are you doing? Well, you're helping the channel. That's exactly what you're doing. And you're also helping grow our community, and you're helping Dogecoin get more people knowing about its potential, because the more people who know, the more we can get with us on the rocket ride. But Bitcoin's 1% controlling it is one of the things you may hear a lot. I mean, a lot of articles talking about this, a lot of people saying, oh no, well, Bitcoin's bad because of this. You can't have fairness. It's way too pushed on the top. There's way too much of control that's tipped in one direction. But the fortunate thing here with that is that they are entirely misleading you, because actually there's only approximately, 300 or 34 million wallets approximately that have between $1 and $100. And there's a lot of other wallets that have significantly below $1. And so with that, when you have these metrics being calculated, people are looking at the total amount of wallets that are registered and saying, oh, look, it looks like a lot's controlled by the top. But when you count all of these complete and total outliers that have extremely small amounts, then you get very, very, very bad predictions. And you also have to realize that a lot of people have multiple wallets, which makes it look like there's way more wallets than there actually are. So it's not really as true as people say that all of the crypto is held by a small percentage at the top, even though there is a lot at the top when it comes to holding. A lot of those people are planning to hold long term. A lot of those companies, organizations are not just buying and then selling, they're buying and keeping it in there and keeping it in there and using it as a bank account, which isn't necessarily going to hurt the price as much as people say. Well, it's not like all of these whales are just planning to dump it all at some point. Like, they're holding and profiting from it over the long term. Doge Zonga-san says Matt and his girl to the moon. I like it. Oh, that's definitely true. There's no question about that. As we do see more people coming in, it's Monday night right now at approximately 7:17 p.m., which means if you press the button, it instantly bring one new person into the live. It works like a charm. It actually does. As we do move on to right now, the big update of the day, which is that Elon Musk is starting to reveal when we could see Dogecoin becoming the currency of Mars. Now, you may remember not that long ago, Elon Musk tweeted this in response to Bitcoin news saying, referencing Elon Musk's SpaceX trying to send Doge to the moon, BitMEX says, we've nothing against Doge and dog money, but we felt it was only right to get Bitcoin there first, putting their plans in place. BitMEX is to actually get a Bitcoin to the moon before Elon Musk can get Dogecoin there. And Elon Musk said in response to that, a new space race has begun, which got a lot of optimism and got a lot of people excited. And then now we move on to this next part here, which is this. Elon Musk today, in response to Peter B. Seldin, which said Airbus Space Chief Jean-Marc NASR on CO's $551 million contract with ESA for Mars Sample Returns Earth's Orbit ERO to launch in 2026. Mr. Musk will, quote, be looking at the red planet when we'll be returning from it. Basically challenging Elon, saying, hey, we're going in 2026. You may go after that. Therefore, we're going to beat you there, Elon. Elon Musk not having it and says, game on. And when Elon Musk says that, he's not just saying it randomly. He actually means he believes he may be able to get there before 2026. And what that basically entails is that if you are willing to hold Dogecoin until after 2026 or even potentially before then you're almost certainly going to become extraordinarily wealthy from Dogecoin. Dogecoin is going to make you a millionaire as long as you're holding the right amount of it. And if you have even just a little bit in it right now, that's probably going to be enough to make you a ton of money when this does happen. And we're likely going to see Dogecoin spiking a lot way before then, but it's just good to know, no matter what, even if some of the things that we want to see happening, which are almost certainly going to happen, even if the worst case scenario, we have this happen, that happen, still, by 2026 or around that range, according to this tweet right here, we are likely going to see Dogecoin going crazy because Elon Musk is going to make it the currency of Mars. He's also using it in the space sector for a lot of his programs. So this is going to get a ton of publicity, and it's exciting to know that it could be way sooner than we think for this to happen. And we also know this could be before 2022 as well. So we have next year, potentially earlier next year than we were even thinking, the moon landing, where Elon Musk is going to put a man on the moon, maybe a woman too, maybe a monkey, who the heck knows, he can put whatever he wants on there, but also, more importantly, for us at least, a Dogecoin on the moon, with millions and millions of people, billions of people even, watching the first moon landing in our lifetimes. The amount of people who have seen the moon landing live is continuing to decrease every single day, as it has been so long since that happened. I mean, think about it. We're talking about close to half a century approximately since it's happened. I mean, that's pretty dang crazy. It's been such a long time, so most people have never gotten a chance to witness, or I guess it's close to half a century since the first moon landing. Technically, there have been people in on the moon since then, but you get what I mean. It's since people watched like an official first moon landing of any kind, it's been a heck of a long time. And this will be the first time that we have actual real technology on there to capture the moon in all of its glory with 4K HD quality like we've never seen before, the sound of the moon, so many things that we've never seen about it, so many tests, so much technology, so many cool things that are going to happen. But Dogecoin, of course, is going to be a huge part in getting that and getting all of the publicity. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch, there's no doubt about it. Now, that doesn't mean everyone's optimistic in cryptocurrency. There are some countries that are still against it, but if you would like to look as good as possible when dealing with those countries that are, of course, against, what you can do is go to manscaped.com. And what I mean by that is, when we do have to eventually go and take on those countries in battle, hopefully it will never happen, but if it does, you're going to want to be looking as good as possible when you paratroop behind enemy sidelines, when you parachute down in there. So make sure that you get Manscaped before you have to parachute behind enemy sidelines. Manscaped right now is offering 20% off plus free shipping using the link right down there in the description, manscaped.com/finalstand. Basically, this is the best when it comes to men's trimming. There's not going to be any product you find that's better. It feels better on your skin. You do not have that same uncomfortable feeling after shaving most of the time when you do use Manscaped products. Significantly smoother. They got the light on the ends. This is the perfect product if you're trying to find a Christmas present for that one individual who you still haven't bought one for yet. They also have some great other products. You can go browse their website, some cologne, which I believe smells exactly like success, and a lot of other great products, especially in regards to your downstairs Dogecoins. Treat them right with Manscaped 3mm from the edge, precision engineered for maximum confidence. You gotta love it. Thank you for the sponsorship once again, Manscaped. It's fun to talk about them on the channel because you can come up with funny things to say. But Bitcoin right here at a price of 46,900 currently. That deserves a like, of course. Ethereum at a price of 3,964. Then we have Dogecoin down here, currently at a price of 16.7, and it's been staying pretty steady. It has gone up though 7% this week, which is overall a pretty good sign. But we want to see it doing more than that. We want to see bigger gains, and we do want to see Dogecoin taking back that top 5 spot. It is now currently approximately 30 or so billion away from being in the top 5, which it was for a period of time. Now you may remember Dogecoin was actually number 3 for a period of time, right there behind Ethereum. It is going to go back to that spot again. It's not going to stay down, but the question is exactly when are we going to see it happening? Hopefully it will be very soon here. We love your channel coming in from Hector. I appreciate that. Even has the smiley face with the hearts around it. Thank you. Hilario says, I only watch to hopefully get a glimpse of Princess Diana. Not a bad reason to watch. In fact, I would say that's probably one of the best reasons to watch. You may, in fact, catch a glimpse of the rare, the wonderful Princess Diana coming in behind the screen. Not the one that you know from the TV shows. We're talking, of course, about my girlfriend, Princess Diana. As we have seen, her name's just Diana, by the way. Unfortunately, she's not a princess. Come on, Diana, you gotta work on that. Figure out a way to become a princess. Then your name will be more apt. One small step for Doge, one giant leap for Manscaped, says Keller. Yeah, I tweeted out today, one small step for Elon Musk, one giant leap for government kind, in reference to the fact that Elon Musk can do the same thing as government can do in one small step that it takes them an entire leap to do. So some people are wondering, what was that reference? Well, there you go. Now you know. You're just simply making fun of the government, as is, of course, always welcome. Anytime you make fun of them, we're gonna have fun with that. DogeX question mark, says Jonathan. Yeah, with DogeX, I mean, there's still so many things to look forward to. So I don't think anyone in the DogeX community really believes it's going to stay around this level. Everyone knows what's going to happen next. It just is a matter of time before it does. And hopefully we will not have to wait to that long. But it really is impossible to know exactly when the next spike is going to happen. Hopefully soon, though. Only 2 senators, by the way, currently own cryptocurrency. Those 2 senators are Pat Toomey and Cynthia Loomis. By the way, there's 100 senators right now total. It's been that way for a long time, and that's not really that good of a percentage. We're looking at 2% of senators currently owning cryptocurrency, and we know this because they have to report it. Now, some technically may have bought it within the last month, which is how long they're supposed to be able to have to report it, which, by the way, it should be instant. Every single senator and congressperson, when they buy something in crypto or in stocks or anything in the investment world, they should have to say the second they do exactly what they bought. Otherwise, it's just simply not fair. And so that's what is obviously something that needs to be pushed for, but it is cool to see some senators doing it. There are a lot more Congress people who own cryptocurrency than senators, and part of that is because a lot of senators are really on the elderly side, and elderly people currently are way less likely to invest in cryptocurrency. So once that starts to shift, we do need more people in government understanding cryptocurrency, being on the side of cryptocurrency, and helping cryptocurrency, not going against it. From Alex Dogecoin to the moon! Alex Ortega, Alex Dogecoin is his Twitter handle, and I am following him at this current moment in time. So someone said, Allison, you cute, let me get your number from Brendan. Look at that, there's some picking up going on in the chat. Interesting. Oh, Allison says, Queen Diana, nice. She's the one. Allison responded. Oh wow. Okay, it's no longer a family friendly comment section. Families, avert your eyes. Metaverse is going to be huge for the crypto world, coming in from John. Oh, there's no question about that. That's why I have so much money in COC right now. It's really the next big thing. And there's a lot of people in China, a lot of people across the world, in the United States, big companies, they're trying to get their money into the metaverse space in crypto right now before we see that next rocket happening. Italian media, by the way, highlighting inner partnerships with cryptocurrency companies worth 85 million. Another core article about more institutional type of investments. And we've been seeing those more and more all across the board lately. Institutional. Everywhere you look, there's more and more huge investments going into the future of crypto. I mean, just goes to show you, when the smart money and the people who invest for a living are putting their money into crypto, you know for a fact that if you are doing the same thing as them, you are likely making a very smart decision, because they are willing to endure some losses, endure some temporary setbacks in order to see that huge long-term gain that is, of course, coming. There's no doubt about it. Tesla / SpaceX metaverse. Now that sounds pretty dang fun. Imagine being able to drive around in a Cybertruck in the metaverse. I mean, it's more fun in person, but if you can't access that yet, maybe the metaverse is the place to be. At least there's something you can do right there in the metaverse. But this is what I was talking about with some companies and countries not being as friendly to crypto. Russian Sinbank official says we see no room for cryptocurrencies, basically hinting that maybe Russia could try to ban crypto. I mean, what's the deal with these countries that have governments that don't like giving people freedom, which shouldn't be that way. It should be the people giving the government freedom, but whatever. It's the way it is in these countries. They don't give the people the freedom. They have, unfortunately, the power to do that. And now we have some government officials in Russia that are starting to take a very anti-crypto stance, basically citing that it can lead to, quote, money laundering. And this is pretty ridiculous, because I think paying for laundry is one of the best uses of cryptocurrency. Now, if you're in a country and you don't have access to laundry machines, I think you should be allowed to use your crypto for laundering. I mean, it's just that simple. You want to be able to wash your clothes. You can bring your tide down to a laundromat and launder your money all you want through cryptocurrency. It's just common sense. Oh, wait. Not that kind of laundering? Oh, they're talking about money laundering the other way? Okay, maybe there's more of a concern there. But at the same time, you can track transactions on crypto as long as it's on one of the public chains. And if they're using an exchange, then you can easily shut it down through the exchange. So I think a lot of this talk about money laundering is definitely overrated, because money laundering is happening at a huge scale right now. And cryptocurrency actually makes it harder to launder money in many cases. So the people who are complaining really just haven't done their research yet. They haven't actually figured it out at the end of the day. Doge to 1 trillion, says Brendan. Now that is something I want to see. I mean, come on, Doge. You can hit $1 trillion, or 1 trillion market cap, do you mean? Oh, that makes more sense. Yeah, I think Rory says, wash your clothes with laundering. Yeah, that's the way to go. But I mean, 1 trillion market cap, we're not that far away from, I mean, well, technically it's pretty far away, but we're not that far away from Bitcoin reaching 1 trillion, Ethereum at 470 billion. Both of those together are worth significantly over 1 trillion. The entire crypto market, you can see up here, is currently worth precisely 2.19143881985 trillion dollars. So $2.2 trillion dollars approximately, with Dogecoin currently only being a small part of that, with a ton of room to grow. If Dogecoin goes to $1 trillion, that would be approximately a 80 or so X from here, and it is what's going to happen, an 80X for Dogecoin. Oh, that's definitely, yeah, we will get there, says Brendan. We accept Dogecoin from Art. I mean, just think about that though, how small it is right now compared to how big it can grow. I mean, Bitcoin is the target here in terms of market cap for Dogecoin. It's a better cryptocurrency in so many ways. So we're going to see that realized, and that's what's exciting to think about. Matt, we support you. Doge to the moon, coming in from Yoji. Thank you. We're friends with Doge Chicken and Doge Wine. Anyway, I'm Matt Wallace. This is Final Stand, and I will see you in the next video.